Good morning. Happy New Year. It is January 3rd, 2025, and I am here today to share more of the new products from the new mini catalog that's coming live on Tuesday, January 7th. So watch out for that. I hope my customers have gotten theirs already. And if you do not have a demonstrator, and I would love to be yours, so just reach out. And if you need a catalog, you need this mini catalog and the Sale-a-bration brochure, just let me know. I'd be happy to send those to you. If you already have a demonstrator, then please reach out to your demonstrator for those catalogs. Okay, because they are really a lot of fun. A lot of nice things coming on in the spring. So, okay, so it's 10 a.m. on January 3rd. Like I said, it's a Friday. Happy Friday. Hopefully a short week for those people who had to work or go to school. Good morning, Shirley. Come on and say hello. And so I can say hello to you personally. I love that. All right. So I hope you all had a good New Year's. I really did. Let me grab my coffee cup. Hold on. Okay, so everybody have a good holiday and a good New Year's. Hopefully everybody is safe, and I appropriately chose this mug today. So hopefully we can find some more peace in our lives and on Earth, and with crazy things happening in the world. I hope that more people can find that. Okay, so anyway, all right. Ireland, hi Mary. Oh my goodness, frosty Ireland. We're going to get a little bit of snow here in Maryland later on, but not much, just a little bit around rush hour, but it shouldn't be a problem, I think. Hello, Betty. Nice to see you. I don't think I've seen you for a while. Hi, Kathy. Happy New Year to you as well. Okay, well, Debbie. Hi, Debbie. Sunny in Vermont. Okay. Well, there is that big storm coming across the country. So I guess it's in the Cascades area now. So people out west and Midwest, I guess you're going to get that first. We're going to get 3 to 5 inches, supposedly. That's the prediction, 3 to 5 inches on Monday. So sounds like schools will be closed around here. When I was a teacher, my snow days were my stamping days, because it was like a free day. I could just say, okay, I wasn't going to do any work around the house anyway, not going to go anywhere. So that was my cozy day to stay in and stamp. So it's kind of like, oh, when it snows, I still get that feeling, that, a day off from work, I could stay and stamp. So a lot of fun. Oh, I see a lot of our watchers are watching on YouTube today. Okay, so I do stream live on YouTube and Facebook. Let me get a sip here. Okay, just know that on Facebook, I can go back and see your comments, and I will respond to them if I don't live. And if you're on YouTube, I can't see the live comments once we close off our session today. So I'll try to watch, and if you have a question or a comment that I didn't respond to, if you're a YouTube watcher, then put it in the comments once the YouTube, like for the replay. You can write a comment there. You can write that there, or you can always email me. You can email me at, I'll write that down here. Okay, Lorraine at stampwithlorraine.com. Okay, so anybody reach out anytime, give me that email. And if you haven't signed up for my newsletter, maybe make that a New Year's resolution to do so, because there's a lot of things coming on, as I've been talking about. January, new catalog, new online exclusives, new kits are coming out. And of course, celebrations. Woohoo! Okay, I got hooked during celebrations. That was like the greatest thing. Aside from the products, I'm just saying, I earned so many things from celebrations. I was, spending a nice amount of money, and that's when I decided to become a demonstrator. So, and like I've spoken to you before, there's a demonstrator join starter kits offer this January and February also. So a lot of exciting things going on. So I will do a little talk about being a demonstrator another time. So I see that we have a bunch of people on. That's great. That's great. I'm going to play with a stamp set called, well, a suite. It's a whole suite called Birthday Celebrations. All right. And this stamp set, of course, comes with dies. And I'm going to just kind of split my camera here so that you can see the dies that I've done. I've played with down here. I ran the numbers and this little arch and little flower on a piece of scrap paper that I had from something else. I figured if I'm running those things, I may as well just run them all at once. Then I could keep them in a little bin or a little clear envelope for when I need them another time. So if you're running one number, may as well run them all. That way they're handy. So I run those blueberry bushel. And I'm going to do it again while I'm chatting here. I'm waiting for just a couple more people to run on. Oh, somebody give me thumbs up. Excellent. Thank you. And then I'm going to run some on white. Let me grab that. And oops. I'll just push them right off onto here. And I just love it could be whimsical or elegant, however you want to call it, the style of those numbers. It could work either way, right? So there we go. And then we can play around with all those things. So in this die set, you have the numbers, as I said. You also have this arch here from which you can hang this little banner. Okay, you can make it like a little hanging banner there. You have tassels that you can put on the end of your hanging rope here, whatever you want to call it. And you have two small little banner pieces as well. So that's really kind of fun. You have, excuse me, some little flowers and some other little embellishments there. Okay, so let me see that I got everything off here. Oop, the 7 has to come out. All right, we'll just run those through all at once. I brought my mini out, but I figured since I was running a big piece of paper, I'm going to use the big one for that. I don't think I need a white flower on this side. Well, yeah, why not? Well, if it fits, we'll see. This is a smaller piece of paper. All right, you know what? There's some little bits here. Never know what I do with the extra little bits, right? Never know. It can be, well, look at that one. That could be a balloon, can't it? This could be a tall balloon. It could be a flower petal. Do enough of those, you'll got a whole flower. All right, that little guy, forget, I'm not going to do anything with that. And my little flower. Okay, bye. All right, and we have some numbers and my banner. All right, so is everybody out? Everybody's out. Okay, oh, number 6 or 9. Actually, they're both the same. Sometimes they make them slightly different, but when I put these together, they are exactly the same. But you have one that's a 6 and one that's a 9. So that works. So if you're doing 66 or 99 or 69 or 96, then you can run them both at the same time. Okay, so let's run these through. And then we have some things to play with. Oops. All right, so you have your base plate number 1. You have your white plate number 2. You have your clear plate number 3. You put your cardstock with your dies on there. Okay, there's room for a little flower. that on. There you go. Now the trick is to make room here. And, oops. My camera space is not a lot for this big machine. Anyway, okay, number three plate on top again, and run it through. Hopefully they're going to stay put. Okay, I think I've got it. Okay, good morning, Nadine and Lydia, Michelle, Nancy, and Sue. Joan, well, a lot of people on today. And Joanne. She goes under John. That's her husband. So it's nice to see you all. A lot of Daisy Bunch people there. And you too can become a Daisy in my Daisy Bunch. Hope we can get some new daisies to the bunch this next couple months. So if you're really thinking about it, give me a call. Let's talk. Okay, give me an email. I'll give me your phone number, and we can have a little chat. If any questions at all, I'll tell you anything. Okay, and I'm going to be honest. But overall, my honest opinion, I wouldn't be doing this for almost 22 years. No, 22 or 23. Let's see. 20. Oh, whatever. 22, 23. You lose count. Time flies when you're having fun. I wouldn't be doing it this long if I didn't think it was a good idea. I love it. You do not have to be doing videos. You don't have to be selling anything if you don't want to. Of course, that helps meet your minimums rather than paying it all out yourself. But you can make being a demonstrator anything you want it to be. It's all up to you. No pressure from Stampin' Up. No pressure from me. I'm as easygoing as they come, guys. Okay, I will encourage you or help you in your journey, however you want to, whatever path you want to take. But that choice is yours. Okay, I'm not going to push you to do anything you don't want to do. Okay, so we've got some blue numbers, blueberry bushel. We've got some white numbers. We have some numbers hiding under the scrap. Okay, now we're going to be ready to go here. Let me get these guys back on here. I don't want to lose anything. Okay, I'm going to put them in order just so I know nothing's missing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and of course 0 for 10. And who uses these magnet sheets from Stampin' Storage? Love them. Absolutely love them. You can take your guys off and on very easily, as opposed to the very sticky tape that comes on the cardboard inside your envelope here of dies. I love that they stay on there real well when they're shipped, though. But for ease of coming off and on while you're working, magnet sheets are the way to go. Very good. Excellent there. Okay, so we could throw that away. And actually, while I'm at it, I'm going to cut a couple of these little banners here. May as well just throw those things on there. Okay, this is really sweet. It's stitched. And these just have regular cut lines to them. I'll put those there. It's very, I've mentioned this before, when you're running through things through your Big Shot, then make sure it goes a lot easier if you have something, a pointy end going through first as opposed to the straight end. The straight end feels like you're going over a big hump. You get a big bump. It's not going to hurt anything. It's a lot easier with that point or a corner easing into the machine first. Okay, so here we go. I've flipped my I'll go and flip this around. Put my lucite layers here. If you run them the same way all the time, they are going to curve and bend, and they'll get so bent that you really can't do anything about it, and you have to then buy new ones. Eventually, you do have to buy new ones because they get very, very etched. You can see this one is fairly new, not too etched, but I do use them to death. If you keep flipping them one way, the other, then that will take care of the curving aspect. All right, so we have this cute little pocket with the stitching. Now, well, it could be a pocket or banner, let's say. And then two little ones. So when you're playing, especially with something new, just die cut a lot of these little things out, and then you have them in your hand to kind of shuffle around and see how you like them laid out. You know, I'm a visual person. I like seeing the things in front of me and being able to manipulate them right as you go so that you can see right then and there if it's something you're going to like. All right, we'll put this aside. Maybe we'll have to come back to that later. Meantime, do that. Maybe I'll end up being able to use my mini instead of the big one. Okay, so this one, birthday celebration. The bundle sells for $41.25. Excuse me, that's saving you 10% on buying them separately. And other parts of the suite is designer series paper. I'll show you that in a minute. Let me get my big screen over here. Okay, here we go. Designer series paper. You have these party dots, little enamel dots, and 3 different colors, the pink, pool party, and peach. And you also have this ribbon, which is so unique and different and fun. It's actually called Open Weave Trim. And one thing I like to do, you know, it's in different languages, so I like to just kind of circle or highlight the English one so I can look at it very quickly and say, oh yeah, Open Weave Trim, not Galant à Tissage Léger. I think I said that right. French people, please forgive me if I did it wrong. So anyway, take a look at this. I'm going to put this against some blueberry bushel so that you can see it better. I mean, it is, they say open weave, they're not kidding. Okay, look, like random, it's not a regular pattern, it's sort of a random threading of gold threads and some clear fibers in there, you might say. And you can use it as a layer like I'm showing you here, or it is soft and pliable enough to make an adorable bow. And it's not going to create much bulk, especially when you need to send it through the mail. So that's going to be lots of fun. It really certainly will make a statement, very nice statement on your card with the gold shine and how thick it, how wide it is. Okay, so there you go. Of course, I would trim the ends more, but I'm just showing you that on the background so that you can see. And it lays very, very flat because of all that open weave. That's why it's open weave ribbon. Okay, and that's in the gold. That's going to coordinate with a lot of gold that's on the designer series paper. So let me pull that out and show you that. I actually just got this the other day, and I'm going to tell you what I've been saying a lot lately. I haven't played with it yet. This is the first time because I get excited. It's like, oh, I have something new I want to show you. I can't wait. So here we go. This, I have opened this. This is one thing I like to do on the back. I write the colors over here in bigger letters so that I could see very quickly which letters are included. We have blueberry bushel, old olive. Well, I'll pull them out over here. Blueberry bushel, old olive, peach pie, pool party, pretty in pink. Pretty in pink and peach pie are the in colors, right? And then soft seafoam. So you have a lot of pastels, but then you have a couple bolder colors to coordinate with that. But isn't that a nice palette, especially for spring? Yeah, I love it. Okay, now here you go. Sorry, I've been tempting you so long. Here's the designer paper. Don't want to lose my numbers. Okay, you've got all these little daisies or chrysanthemums, whatever they might want to be, right there. And then here's the back. Take a look at that. Oh my gosh. You'll see a lot of these gold foil highlights. I have the light to catch them so you see in several of the patterns on these on the papers in here. All right, so Stampin' Up! Has been doing this kind of layout with some of the DSP sets that are kind of like pre-cut and ready to go for layers on your cards. So just how you cut them, you just think about how you cut them to make sure that you're not ruining one of the other things there. So I will cut one of those right now very quickly. I see that first there's a line across here. So that's what I'm going to do first. And then I can do the verticals here. So let's call this the horizontal. And this is going to give you a few tag shapes. Okay, then we can cut those off one by one. And of course, you could take your scissors then and just trim these little ends off there, and then you have a tag. Could be an actual tag for a gift, of course, or very often we do like a tag motif on the card. So then you just take your snips and cut that corner off. And there you go. You have your tag. Okay, time for a sip. Cheers. Put on my mug warmer over there in the corner. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tags. And now I see I can cut these vertically. Now I could turn it and cut them apart this way. And then look at all the pieces you're going to get from here. This can be just a layer alone. Then you have these little strips that some of them look like labels. Some of them are just cute little strips that you can use in various ways. They are 1 inch each. Yeah, I'm going to lay these out on a piece of soft sea foam so you can see. Okay, and cut this way. And then this way you have a couple more strips that are a little shorter in length. You have variety. You have this very elegant but sweet cupcake with those foils on there. I love it. Hello, Annette. Good morning. Happy New Year. Sorry I missed you when I was up in New York, but we really just had a couple days. I was visiting my brother, so I was kind of close to you. Happy New Year to you as well. I'm going to make it up again pretty soon, and then we'll get together, okay? All right, so here's another piece that could be a layer, and here's another piece that just has a cute little pattern on it. Then, again, same thing here. You have 3 strips, and then another piece that could be a layer. So with one of these sheets, I will cut these up. And then with the other sheet, I'm going to leave it whole until I need it, because maybe I might need a larger piece of what's on the back. So that's the good and the bad. Well, it's mostly good. Good and bad of Stampin' Up! Paper. It is double-sided. Sometimes you really hate to not use one side because you're using the other side. So, I don't know, that's crazy. Okay, that out of the way. So from that sheet, we have 1, 2, 3 pieces that could be card layers. We have 3 pieces that can be labels. Like this one, I'd have to trim just a little more. I see a little dark color there. That's okay. Hard to get it exactly perfect. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces that are strips that you can use on your card. And then you have 5 tags. So all that from one sheet of the designer paper, and it's sort of all sectioned out for you. I love that cupcake. It's so darling. Okay, so I will put those all together like so. And then we can use those at some point. I love, love, love the clear envelopes. You get 50 in a pack. Okay, so just go to the page where all the envelopes are. I don't have it memorized, but you get 50 clear envelopes, and I use them as envelopes. I use them to hold a lot of these things. You can actually mail them if you just put a label on the front. How cute would that be for somebody to receive the card in that nice, pretty, makes it glossy and looks very elegant. Okay, I store my cards in here. I mail them. So that's ready to go. So this whole suite, the stamp set, the dies, the DSP, the ribbon, and the embellishments, $74.75, and that includes the 10% with the stamp set and the dies. If you spend $60 during celebrations, you get to pick something from the catalog. So that's, just ordering this suite qualifies you for all of that. All right, so there we go. So that's that. Look at these pretty little cakes. Again, that foil really shows some nice shine and highlights. And then the back is a very cute stripe. And then I love these flowers, and there's the back. It looks so nice together. It's a little kind of elongated dots, I'll say. I'm not sure if you can see that, but very subtle print in the sea foam. I love this one. Let me face it, I love them all. I love them all. Okay, so oh, Shirley, wish you knew about making cards sooner. I found it. Well, Shirley, just come on from now. Just make the most of it. Have fun. Okay, do it now. Okay, I love the scallops here, on the pool party. And then the back is this nice subtle leaf motif here. That's a random pattern going around. Okay, and here we go, incorporating the blueberry bushel now, right? So that looks really pretty with all the colors in there. Bunch of old olive, your pink and peach. So pretty. And then the pink gingham on the back. So it could be cute, whimsical, a little bit more formal. And then, here we go. Like Stampin' Up! Has been doing a lot on a lot of their designer paper options, you have 2 sheets that have the dies that punch out. Okay, now it's really kind of a lot easier to punch them when they're together, to punch them out when they're together. They have a little more stability. And because they're not connected in too many places, then you have fewer little obvious nubs where they are connected. But then the other thing is, when you do pick them up, it is very flimsy and some of those could fall out. So one of the first things I do is punch these out. I put the bigger ones in one envelope and the smaller ones in another, or you could put them in a little plastic, a little box of some kind. You can find those things at the craft store, right? Look at this sweet piece of cake. Isn't it adorable? Happy birthday to you. Anybody have a January birthday? Who has a January birthday coming up? Oh, I'm glad you're interested in that, Susan. Okay, so like I say a lot, this looks even more beautiful in person because photos just can't capture all the different colors that your eye can when you are looking at it in person, and also obviously the shine. Okay, look at that. One big piece, put that on a layer with a sentiment and you're all set to go. Now here is an option. Remember the dies have, like I said, a string and it has some tassels. You can either just punch this out like this or you can stamp your own. Okay, so that's an idea of what you can do with the, well, not stamp, but using the dies. You can make your own tassels and hang them from the string. Okay, so there you go. You've got flowers, you've got leaves. I'm just going to do this real quick and then we can get to some of our projects. All different kinds of flowers. Most of them have a little bit of that gold foil. Okay, not all, but most. Okay, then our leaves in olive and boho blue. I know leaves aren't usually dark blue, but add some nice highlights. Okay, then we have some that are smaller flowers. Oh, if you're hearing a rumble, that's my garage door. My husband is being very nice and going out and doing some food shopping. He's a good guy. And we were away. We were in New York for New Year's. Spent New Year's with some people from our old neighborhood that we've spent every New Year's with while we lived there. Actually, since, oh gosh, 90, I mean, not 90, yeah, 1998 or 9. Yeah, long time. So my daughter was good friends with a little girl in the neighborhood. Parents became friends, met some others. You know how that goes. And then at some point we started celebrating New Year's at the one house. All the kids were around. And then the kids grew up and were not around. Okay, so that's all done. It's going to be a whole lot less wonky when you just have these pieces not falling out of that piece, that big piece there. All right, flowers, cupcakes, golds, balloons. What more could you ask for? Who could ask for anything more? Okay, let's see what we can do here now. So last week I took a layout from the celebrations with the heart-shaped bundle, and we kind of went with that. You know, you can start with a layout, you could case it, right, from the catalog or wherever you see, and then you can just elaborate, change the orientation. I show you how to do that many times because a lot of people say, where do you come up with all your ideas? Just look around, be observant, look at a card that was store-bought even, or maybe something that somebody sent to you, maybe a photo, maybe a picture, and say, oh, that could, you kind of can see a little Stampin' Up card developing from there. Now, on the front of the catalog, I can show you the cover. I can't show you the inside yet. It features this suite here. So this one has the pool party base, a wide strip of the DSP, a smaller layer of the DSP, a little strip of that, I know it's hard to see, a little strip of that ribbon, and the pocket, and banners, flowers, sentiment. This has a lot of stuff on here. And I know a lot of the patterns are kind of busy, but it does kind of lend itself to like a little collage-y kind of a style card. Or you can just make it as simple, clean and simple as you like. So that's what I'm going to kind of show you there. I'm going to show you how easy it is to do that card on the cover. So I'm going to take some pool party and going to start with our 5.5 by 8.5. Now, if I were making 2 cards, I would score this first, and then I don't have to score the second time. So you score once, cut once. Okay, score at 4 1/4, but I'm not sure I'm going to do another pool party base, so I'm just going to do 1 for now. Okay, so we'll take that card idea from the front cover, and we will elaborate on that. Just kind of use that as a springboard or an idea, and then just change it from there. Okay, so then we're going to get that same paper, which is, well, you know what? Let's change it up just a little bit. Okay, instead of, let me see, which is the one that they use? One with the flowers and the gold thing. Okay, so front cover uses this one. I'm going to use the birthday cakes. Okay, so I'm going to show you just how you can obviously see things that work differently. And then I'm going to use the back, so I'm going to use the stripes. The front cover card used a plaid on the back instead of that one. So that's okay. So we're going to mix it up and see how it goes. Get that back in there. So, like I said, one thing that's a little different is sometimes, well, very often we go with a size that's 1/4 inch less than your card front, right? So that first layer, we often make it 4 by 5 1/4. What happens here, and this is just another option for a different look, make the DSP layer go all the way to the edge, but just leave the border on the top and the bottom. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to cut it at 4 1/4 wide, and then just leave, it looks like maybe 1/2 inch on the top and bottom, but you know what, I can figure that out later, or I can leave as much as I want, as little or as much as I want. So I'm just going to do this, and then we'll see how much we want to leave. That looks like about 1/2 inch. Yep. Okay, so then instead of 5 1/2, I'm going to do 5. So this would be 4 1/4 by 5. You can always cut it bigger and then go a little shorter if you want. Okay, well, okay, so if I did 5, that leaves 1/4 inch on top, right? Because it's 1/2 inch total. I want a little more than that, so I'm going to trim that down just a little bit more. And sometimes you have the option of, do you want to trim it off the top or the bottom? Since this has the cake pedestals, nice on the bottom. I'm going to take a little bit more off the top, but I don't want to ruin the tops of those cakes either. So I'm going to kind of play around with it a little bit. Take a little bit off there. I want to go to 4.5. So let me think of what's going to look best. I guess I cut down just a little bit more, get those candles off, and then maybe I will have to then go to the bottom. Cut some of those a little bit. Okay, so we're going to go to 4.5. Okay. I just love these colors. Oh my gosh, if you could see them in person, they are so sweet. These cakes are just gorgeous. They're so pretty. And I just love the pool party on here. All right, so that's just a different way to do a layer, right? Okay, and then we need a piece to go on top of that. I'm going to use the same paper, just the reverse side. I want to make sure my stripes are going up and down. Now, I love these cakes, those cakes so much that the way I'm going to alter this one is I'm going to make this piece a little bit smaller because I don't want to hide too many of those cakes. And then we're going to put a pocket on there. So I want to make sure it's going to be bigger than I say pocket, it's a banner actually, right? So I'm going to make it just a little bit bigger than my banner. And it looks like it's kind of a little, it's not all perfectly lined up. I know some people like things perfectly lined up. It bothers them if it's just a little askew on purpose, or it looks like it's just kind of tossed down there, a little bit more casual look. But so here's my banner. The banner is just over 2 inches, kind of like 2 1/8. So I'm just kind of measuring here. I'm going to go, maybe leave, again, maybe about 1/2 inch more on top. So why don't I just round it off to 3 wide? I can always cut it down if I want more. More of this part showing. Okay, and then this way, let's go to, maybe, let me go to 3 3/4. All right, so that would be 3 by 3 3/4. So I think that might work. It's not too big to cover up those adorable cakes. When you had those, the flowers, the more randomness of the flowers were smaller and you could see a little bit more of them around the outside of this other layer. Okay, so this way I am seeing a little bit more of those cakes. I'm going to trim this down just a little bit, just a little bit more. I'm going to take 1/4 inch off the side and the top. I don't know. I just want to see those cakes. I don't have to do a layer at all, but I'm just kind of playing around with tweaking that original layout there. Okay, so here we go. That's a little bit better. And that's going to go like that. I'm seeing those cute cakes around the outside at least. All right, so now another thing that I might like to do, because this is going to be covered inside, I often show you how you can punch or cut something out from inside there, right? So especially since this cake is right in the middle and it's going to be covered, I can take my die, let's say even this little banner die, and I can punch that out and then have something. Even if I don't want to use that side, at least I'll have the other side. So let's bring the machine back in. And because I don't want to waste that. It's too sweet, too cute. Okay, we'll need the big machine for this. And we'll get the die back out. And so I can put that right in the middle there. And that could be cute using that cake or the reverse. Get the plates back. Oops, hitting my camera. I'm going to flip them around. The way I do this, there are a couple ways to remember, to help you remember if you've flipped the plates or not. I tend to make a routine of doing it just before I die cut, because I don't have to remember, oh, did I flip them yet? Before or not. It's just before I cut, I flip them. Another thing you can do is notice where the number is on the plate. Before there were numbers, I used to take a piece of washi tape and put it in the corner, and that way I knew, okay, well, one of them I used at the top, one of them I used at the bottom. When the bottom got really etched up, then I would switch them. But also I could say, okay, it's on the top right, now it's on the top left. You can even turn them around this way. You can also move your paper in different places on the plate, because the middle is what's getting used the most, right? So it's always helpful to, sometimes do it a little more forward or back, a little bit more to the side. Okay, notice I have my point down, so it goes a little easier, but especially with the designer paper, it's a much easier crank anyway than the card stuff. Oh, did you hear that bump? That was because it was going over the flat part. So it's easier having that on the back end than in the front end. Okay, so we have a little banner if we want to use that with the cakes, or it's awfully sweet on the other side too. So I'll just put that aside. Put my banner back. And we will have, I'm sorry, I haven't been marking the comments. I should look up what's going to see Wicked. Oh, how fun. Okay, have a good time, Debbie. If you've already gone, I hope you'll hear me tell you that on the replay. Okay, the Jordan Brender. Oh, okay, that should be good. My daughter's going to go see it sometime soon, too. I hear it's great. Really good. I heard casting is good. Music is good. I saw it on Broadway. That was a lot of fun. Okay, I'm going to get this out of the way. Okay, so we have the cakes. Oh, if you wanted to, you could always just put that in there as an inlay too, couldn't you? I like doing that with my some of my dies, just using different pieces, and then it doesn't create another layer, right? So that's always an interesting way of doing some things as well. If you didn't want it popping up, you're putting it in the mail, maybe something else is going to go on top of there that gives it bulk. You don't want that bulk twice. So whatever. So now this is going to cover, and this is going to go there. And then I can take some of the flowers and decorate it. Now, the one on the cover has the pool party dies. I'm going to mix it up and for the banner, and I'm going to put the gold on there. Okay, so I'm just going to make it go, looks like it's just kind of going straight across the, it goes from the edge of the banner to the edge of that layer. So maybe I'll just cut it a little bit after here. That will work. Okay, use that for another time. And then there's actually a little bit of this ribbon behind there. They have it vertically here. I'm going to put it horizontally. So just looking at things a little differently, mixing things up a little bit. I'm going to wrap it around here. Even though this isn't very solid and the paper underneath has a pattern, this does show up very nicely still. Okay, so I'm going to take my Seal Plus for this, and I'm going to go across, couple places. I'm going to wrap that around because you put glue on there, it's really going to be messy showing through. There we go. I'll just cut that. It's very, very pretty. This is one of those things, guys. I saw it in the catalog. I'm like, yeah, that looks a little not very nice. But in person, it is really, really, really sweet. Okay, I could have made this a little tighter. I wonder if I could pull it up. Oh, I can. Okay, this is one of those things, kind of like vellum. You don't want to put adhesive in the front because it will go through that weave, right? All right, so let's start this layering this up. Now, there's not a whole lot to be seen there, but it is enough to give it a little shine. This will go across there. We'll get some flowers in the corner, and we put our embellishments on. Okay, so we could do flowers, or should we mix up? Should we do balloons? Could do that. We're just taking that layout and then mixing it up however you like. Like I said, they have this slightly ajar. Okay, because I used the cake, well, the cake has the flowers on it, so who knows? I could put that there, and I could put a balloon over here, but I do need to save room for my sentiment, right? Let's get the step set out. And let's see what fits here. Okay, received your catalog yesterday, Jennifer. Oh, good. Glad. Hi, Carol. Nice to see you on today again. And Karen, Happy New Year to you as well. I'm sorry I'm late in looking at my messages here. Hi, Karen Bronner and Karen Brown. Two Karen B's. Gail, hello. Sorry from Oklahoma. Wow. Okay, Gail, you should have gotten it. So if Stampin' Up said if you didn't get it by the end of December 31st, then we should give them a call and they might send another one. They definitely will send another one for you. Okay, so all right, I have Make a Wish. We'll put that down there. And I don't think there's room for a balloon, unless I put it over there. I don't know why I'm fixated on this balloon. I just think it's adorable, especially if it's coming on from down here. That could be rather cute, right? See, so that's why it's nice to have these things kind of all laid out. And then you can play around with it and see how it goes, right? I think I might actually do that. Yeah. All right, so now here comes the nervous part. Stamping on your die cut and hoping it comes out well. Okay, what they did on here, they heat embossed it in gold. I don't want to take the time to do that right here because my heat embosser is way over there. I have to then plug it over here. And we are just taking that as a sample and just kind of mixing it up anyway. So let's try doing this. I'm going to do it in boho blue, just so it stands out a little bit. I did wash these before I got on with you today. Yay! I pat myself on the back. That part I was ready for. Okay, I'm going to put this down at the bottom of this banner. Then we have those things to decorate the top. Yay! Like you always sigh of relief when it comes out fine, right? Okay, and because I did wash it, look at that nice clean inking I got there. So it's all good. Didn't bubble up. It's kind of like where the chemicals resist the ink sometimes, which is water-based. So that's why you might get like that little bubbly or not such a clear look to it. All right, so here we go. I'll put this back on there. And let's put everything together here. All right, let's start gluing things down because I know what I want. Put this here. Patty, you're having cold weather too? Yeah, a lot of the country is. My husband and I like to walk around the neighborhood, like to get some exercise. Even though my townhome, I have 3 floors, I'm constantly running up and down. But that's okay. And when I say run, I try to run because it's better exercise. Go fast, up and down. Okay, we've got that. All right, so now I have to decide, do I want it straight or do I want it a little slightly off? Yeah, I do so many things kind of straight, so maybe I'll do this one a little off. I know some of you are going, oh no, I wouldn't do it that way. Don't do it, Lorraine, don't do it. I'm sorry. You gotta try different things sometimes. Go out of the box. Okay. So when you're doing something slightly off, make sure it's not too slightly off that it looks like a mistake. You want to do it enough that it looks intentional. Then this one will go a little bit the other way. Okay, just for fun. Now this across that mesh will hold it down. And I'm going to put dimensionals on there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, now I'm going to put these little guys on the side. Don't forget to use them strategically. When I use up all the hexagons in here, in my little baggie that has these dimensionals in there, let me put one in the middle. I have a separate baggie of just, I call them the ends. Okay, so because sometimes you want the whole things, and then other times, you might want like a long strip. So I know to go to the part that has the ends, and I don't have to be thumbing through the end pieces mixed in with these. So that's just what I do. Okay, still working on the catalog. Hey, what do you mean, Patty, you're working on the catalog? You mean getting through looking at it? Is that what you mean? Patty's on my team. She's a demonstrator. She was able to get the catalog early, which is nice. That's one of the perks of being a demonstrator. Okay, I'll make that one a little crooked that way. Let's get our flowers on there and our banner. Okay, so I'm not going to put glue on the end there because the dimensionals are holding this part up. So I'm going to just make sure I get glue behind these little banners and not on the ends over there. A little bit up there. Okay. Put a flower on top there. I think I'm going to glue that down because there's enough bulk under the banner itself. Okay, and we want to bring that balloon in, right? So Here we go. I could make it come in from the side like that. And because it's string, okay, I'm noticing if I put the balloon here, this is going to be flipping up. Look, that's so pretty. And I don't want that because it's just going to get caught and ripped on something. So I am going to want to glue that down over here. But because it's string, string does that. So it isn't like, you know, I'm doing it with the cake bottom or something that isn't supposed to bend. So I will just glue that down on top, and I'll put a little glue down here. Like it's floating up around the banner. Be very cute. Okay, so we got our pretty flowers. Oops. Don't want to cover in the banner. And we got the balloons. We got the cake. We have the Make-A-Wish. What do we need next? Embellishments, right? So let's take out the party dots and put a few around there. My pick tool. Where's my cap? Here it is. I've mentioned this before. I had to put gold sparkly washi tape on the cap because it's clear and it would get lost on my desk. So at least that way I could identify it. I could find it quickly. It just shines out there. Okay, Make-A-Wish, this is empty space in here. So we're going to put a couple of embellishments there, maybe one down here. So 1, 2, 3 could work, I think. And I think I'll bring in some of the pool party here. But I'm going to mix up the colors. So I'm going to do one bigger one in the pool party. And we'll do another one in pink, a smaller one, like that. Right? And then we'll put another one, maybe, I could put it here. I think maybe just down here to spread it out more. I don't know. Let's do a pink one. Or pool. This pool party here and here. Not a whole lot of pink there. And there isn't a whole lot of the peach pie in here, so I don't think I want to bring a third color in. So I think I'll do a pink, and I'll do a bigger pink. Sometimes we think too hard, and you should just do it. Just do it. Look how cute that is. Of course, you'll put your piece on the inside, and we can stamp a little something there. You have your little flower, you have your little leaves, you can do a little banner across the top. So maybe I'll do that. I'll do a little banner and the flowers on the bottom. So like I said, you can do as much or as little as you want with these things here. Okay, this is pool party. Oh no, I didn't ink up one of those yet. Let me see if I get it straight. Otherwise, we turn it over, right? Yeah, don't like it. It wasn't too bad, but no, it's such a beautiful card. There we go. Much better. And then we'll put some old olive leaf on the bottom. And the flower. Okay, like hearing the process while making a card. Oh, thank you. You know, Karen, that's the teacher in me. I was an elementary school music teacher for over 30 years. And I truly believe that it's more beneficial to learn how and why to do things than just learning the facts, right? So yeah, I could have just given you this card and the measurements and bam, bing, bam, boom, that's done. Right? The whole idea of watching a live is or a video is to hear those, the process. I think that's really important. So thank you. I appreciate the feedback. I really do. All right, let's do the pink flower. Right there. Look how cute. Cute, cute, cute. I'm going to stick that inside. And there you go. So I didn't have to reinvent the wheel, right? I just tweaked it a little bit. And once we put that on the pool party layer, looks very sweet. Isn't that so, so, so cute? So yeah, use a lot of different things, but everything is in that suite. You order that suite, like I say, $74.75, and you get a celebration thing to go along with it, right? So if you want to continue on the birthday theme with your celebrations, there is another set that's a birthday one that is just more simple. All day your way. You've got your hat, you got a banner, you've got some little confetti. Good day to celebrate. Hooray. OMG. Happy birthday to you. Okay, so it could be congratulations, right? Celebrate somebody's accomplishments or a birthday thing. So little pom-pom for the top of the hat. So that could be free. If you already have birthday, you don't want more birthday, there are plenty of other options. I've shown you some of them already. Recently, I just earned, because demonstrators earn them too with our orders. So the friendly seagulls, and they are just so, so cute. Saw some cute cards with that, and I'll try to put some up on my Facebook page. So if you're not liking or following my Facebook page, please do so. I think I mentioned last time too that a lot of you are tuning into my page, but please click at the top where it says follow or like, and that really helps Facebook push me to more people, and then I can have a farther reach, and we have more stamping friends, right? So anyway, so let's pretend we're going to take this layout and keep it just even more simple, right? So we're going to do something really, really fast here, and I'll show you just using that concept, but keeping it more simple. We'll even use some of the letters, the numbers here. And what's cute about that is you can use your die cut letters, and then over here it has, the ND, ST, RD, first, second, third, fourth, whatever, to add to the side of that, right? So let's say that we have, let's see, what color should we do this time? Well, I would probably like to use the blue letters. So let's do, I said it again, blue numbers. So let's do the blueberry bushel, which we haven't used a whole lot of. I'm so glad Stampin' Up! Incorporated that color in with these beautiful pastels. Okay, score 4 1/4, 5 1/2, and 8 1/2. Score at 4 1/4 and half. Okay, so let's do that. Let's find a piece of paper that we like. All right, you know what we're going to do? We are going to use one of those backgrounds. We're going to keep it real simple. Okay. And I'm going to put a piece of white on there. I'll use a smaller one than I normally do. I have some that are smaller. I write the sizes on there. I also have a little cheat sheet on the side here that my friend Maria gave me. That's like a little Linda's card. She laminated it and everything, and it has the layering sizes, all the breakdowns, 1/4 inch less than this, 1/2 inch less, 3/4, and so on. So let's use a little bit more because I want to have a little bit more of that border showing there. And then let's, oh, that's not the one I wanted. Not yet, anyway. I wanted to use one of these that we cut from that sheet. And let's do this one horizontally. Okay, we've got that. Actually, you know what? I don't even need that. If I wanted to, I could have a little bit bigger white border. Well, maybe I will. Let me cut it down regular. Okay, so this is 4 by 5 1/4. I'm going to trim it down just a little bit so we can layer it on here. This piece here, I just want to trim it down a little bit on the side here. So this piece is 3.5 by 5. So I want to go a little more. 3. Let me try 3 1/4. I mean, no, 3.5. 3 3/4 is what I meant. Oops. Yeah, that's 5 1/4. Okay, so 1/4 inch more. We'll have that there. Look how easy this is. Okay, this one too is going to have a little bit bigger border on the top than on the sides as well. All right, just kind of looks nice that way. Something different. Doesn't always have to be same old, same old. Okay, then we want to have happy. And what number should I do? I don't know if I have an actual person's birthday that I know their age. I don't know. Let's just do 4, and then we can put the TH over here. And where was it? Oh, there it is. Happy 4th, and we need room for birthday. Birthday's kind of big here. Okay, so we can kind of line it up like that. We could put something a little more over here, and we have a cute little card, right? All right, let's see if I can get these straight now. The pressure, the pressure. Again, I'm going to do it in the blue. So this could be, this is obviously someone's 4th birthday. It would be for more of a kid. Sophisticated kid. I'm just going to have that there until I stamp this. Okay, lining it up. And you know what? If it doesn't come out, then you just cover it up. Happy 4. Get the TH. Line that up. Come on. Happy 4th. And we need the birthday. One thing with more casual script, you don't have to be as careful lining it all up. If it's a little off, it's okay. All right, let's glue down that fourth, and we'll find a little something else to put on the side, and bam, card's done. I like my reverse tweezers to sometimes hold these little guys while I'm getting the glue on. Little bitty dots. Okay. For those of you who have catalogs already, or you have seen some things that I like, what are some of the things I've shown you? Does anybody have something particular on their wish list that they are really looking forward to from the mini catalog? Okay, one thing that happens a lot is I see things I like and I order them. And then, of course, you see demonstrators or people using other things that you didn't think you liked, and now you need those too. But I always say good things during Sale-a-bration, you get some other free stuff, so you get more for your money. Okay, down that goes. And then that's going to go on. Oh, sorry. And we could put something in the corner there. All right, if it's going to be, we could put another balloon. We could put flowers if it's going to be a little girl's birthday, or if the guy likes flowers, whatever. Don't want to stereotype. But you know what? Let's keep it real simple and put little maybe something a little bit bigger here. So with all your things here, you can just shuffle through and find something you like. Well, there's that daisy-like flower. That's really cute, right? I think I'm going to bring in maybe other colors. Oh, here's one with a couple of different colors. Here we go. I'm going to do that one. Put that on dimensionals and we're done. All right. So, okay. Oh, thank you, Patty. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. All right, and we're just about done here, and then I could return that phone call. Where's my scissors? There you go. Keep separate scissors for gluey things, because when I'm using my Stampin' Up! Snips, which I love, 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 then I can keep those clean. All right, I'll put that right there. And look, looks like a beautiful, fancy store-bought card. Of course, you put something on the inside and you're all good. Okay, so see how easy those can be? Stuff everywhere. Yep. That's right. That's Betty, absolutely right. That means you're working. If your desk is too clean, it means you're not doing enough crafting. Right? Kind of like they say about the Bible. You know, if you're a Bible reader and your Bible looks too clean, then you're not using it enough. Not more than enough, but whatever. So there we go. I am going to love playing around with all these things. And so there you go, taking from the catalog cover and just tweaking that a little bit, and then using the other pieces there, doing a little bit of stamping. You've got some great cards. All right, so I hope you enjoyed looking at this. Let me try to answer any other YouTube questions first, because, like I said, I can't always I can't go back and see. I could see them, but I can't respond to them once I close the live. So your birthday's Saturday the 4th. Oh, okay. Happy birthday, Nancy. Happy birthday. My daughter's is the end of the month. My sister-in-law's coming up in a couple days. I have to send her a card. So yeah, all right. I hope you all stay safe and have welcome in the new year in a good way. And I hope that you have a lot of good things planned for 2025. And we'll see you next time, right? And if you, I always forget these things again. I'm sorry. I say goodbye, then I keep you on. Terrible of me. New host code for January. There you go. So if your order is under $150, please use this host code. It helps me out. And if your order is $150 or more, that means you'll earn 2 celebration things, because 60 and 60 is 120. So you would earn 2 celebration things, or the level 2, the heart-shaped bundle that I showed last time. You would get that free for the $120 order. But if your order is $150 or more, you will earn your own host rewards. So $150 would get you 2 celebration items, or the bundle, plus $15 worth of credit. So that can get you, some more DSP or a couple ink pads or whatever. Okay, so keep that in mind while you're ordering. Don't leave yourself short. I feel terrible when I see customers, have like $145 worth of stuff. I said, oh, another $5, you would have gotten $15 of free stuff. So keep that in mind, and keep in mind for celebration, it starts on Tuesday. So all those things I've been telling you about. So good luck. Have a great weekend, and stay warm, stay safe. If you're getting snow, be careful with that. And we'll see you next time. Coffee and a card. Bye-bye, everyone.